Hey there everyone, and welcome to another Factorio Mod Spotlight. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me today. And this week we are covering the natural gas mod. So this is a fairly new one, and it adds some early game kind of oil related stuff, obviously being natural gas. So it adds new wells, or like natural gas wells basically. Graphics on the wells are a little iffy, but it is still a very new mod. The drill does look quite good though. So you have these wells that spawn. We had a few here, and this is what they look like. They're kind of in a yellow-ish, yellow-orange color. And it works just like oil, where you would put a drill on top of it. And these are the drilling rigs. So it has the drilling rig, which is pretty cheap. Again, it's kind of an early game type of thing before oil, which then affects a few other things, which I'll go over here in a minute. So you build these, you place them on this, and it pumps out the natural gas. I'm just sending it into a tank here. It flows through pipes. And then from this, there's a few things you can do with it. The main thing to note here is that it changes a few recipes of vanilla items to use this. So the main one being electronic circuits. Instead of iron, this now takes the big backlight, I think I'm pronouncing that right, I hope. And then this backlight is made from the phenol and the formaldehyde. And then the formaldehyde is made just from natural gas. And then the phenol is made from coal. So I kind of have this set up. We have a chemical plant here taking the natural gas and making the formaldehyde. And then what we're going to do is send it into this one, and over here we have the phenol being made from the coal. Pretty straightforward process. It's going to insert into here, and now there is something else this adds as well. This adds like an earlier version of a chemical plant. So right here we're using the basic chemical plant, which you can get earlier on, and instead of electricity, it actually uses burnables, which is kind of interesting because you need an assembler to make this anyway, so I'm sure you would have electricity. It's a little bit odd there, but if we search here for this, so this unlocks the normal chemical plant. This here with just 10 red science unlocks the basic chemical plant. In terms of other recipes that affects, I haven't really found any yet. Like these all seem to kind of just use the normal things. There may be a few others. Mod Portal didn't list them all. But we're going to go ahead and make this. So let me just pipe this in here. I kind of want to just show you live. And then this is going to make this backlight, which is 2 per craft, and it requires 10 formaldehyde and a phenol. And then you would just take that and send it along with copper to make copper cable to make electronic circuits. So if you just want like a little more complexity, something a bit different for circuits early on, and just maybe kind of a more basic version of oil before you have to do the oil and stuff. I think this is a pretty neat mod. It kind of just caught my eye because it seemed fairly straightforward, and it's just, kind of a fun addition. In terms of settings here, we do have a few. So natural gas, enable the fluid boiler. Oh, so it does add a boiler, which I'll cover here. So natural gas mod currently can incorporate this person's public domain fluid boiler. So I guess you would need to get that mod. Make a list of modified recipes. The text command bzlist will dump a file to the script output directory with full list recipes modified. So you could do that if you want to see everything it modifies. And then enable more intermediates, pipette recipes, make vanilla fluids burnable if you want to do that. So that basically is everything we can mess with in here. So the boiler, it adds a boiler here, which is the gas fire boiler. So this essentially just uses gas to burn if you don't want to use coal or something. So this could be useful if you're low on coal in your base and you have a bunch of natural gas or something. So it says gas fired, but it's showing water. So there we go. The input just isn't really marked. We would put it like that. So we can bring this over and bring it over to here, and you can see it's now going to be fired with gas. And there we go. That's the mod. If you're interested, there's a link in the mod portal in the description to the mod portal where you can check it out. Like I said, it's a very new mod, but the dev does seem to be actively working on it. So it will, of course, improve over time. And I think that's going to do it. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or thoughts, leave them below. If you did enjoy, a like is appreciated. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.